All right, y'all, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful day out here. We have a full tank of gas and a nice calm morning. Winds are blowing about 3 to 4 right now. It's flat. We're gonna head offshore. We'll see y'all about 15 miles out to hopefully hook into some big old kingfish and cobia. So we are probably about 10 to 12 miles out right now. I'd say roughly about 12 miles. The water is just looking like trash. Take a look at it right here. And luckily, we just found ourselves a little color change. So we're gonna mow it on over here. There's quite a bit of seaweed in it. We're gonna see what's in here. You can check it out right here when we hit that water. It's gonna turn nice and blue, we hope. So I just wanted to walk y'all through the video a little bit because I feel like it just jumps around everywhere. But basically, we found that color change out there about 12 miles, as y'all can see. And it turned a pretty decent blue, and there was seaweed, but then there also was seaweed everywhere past there. So we ended up trolling down that color change, didn't catch anything, probably trolled it for maybe 15, 20 minutes. Didn't give it much time just because the seaweed made it hard to troll. We headed out to a rig that we had been to multiple times before where we have caught a couple kingfish. Headed out there, same thing, seaweed, trolled around it. It was absolutely dead. There was a crew boat working there, and it was just turning up all the water. And so we trolled around there, didn't hook anything, pulled up through the bucktail, tried to catch some bait, nothing. I mean, threw little spoons and just zero, terrible. So we decided to leave that rig and head out to a little buoy that's maybe like 3/4 of a mile or a mile away from it. And when we got out there, the water was looking even nicer and there wasn't as much seaweed, and we actually saw some fish, as you're gonna see in these clips right here. So let's go ahead and roll them. So we stopped at a rig about a half mile behind us, and we trolled around it a couple times, didn't catch anything, threw a little bucktail and stuff like that, didn't catch anything. And usually on any given day you could throw a bucktail and catch some blue runner or something like that. So we decided to leave there, come out to this little buoy, and as soon as we got to this buoy, there's a ton of bait. So we're just gonna fish around it. I saw a little cobia swimming around. See, look, there he is. There's a cobia right there. Come on, eat, eat, eat. Come on, cobia, eat, eat, eat. He missed it. He got it. No, he missed it. Eat it, cobia. Got him. There he is. Cobia on, y'all. Woo! Whoa! He jumped. Hey, that was crazy. Man, he followed the bucktail all the way back to the boat. Obviously, this is a little baby, but hopefully this little baby will attract a bigger one. Gotta find its mom somewhere out here. There we go. Fun. How cool is that? First fish of the day, it's a little cobia. One of my favorite fish ever. Probably my #1 fish. We're gonna get him up in here. Man, these things fight so hard for their size. We'll let him tire out for a second so he doesn't beat himself up on the deck. How cool is that? It's tangled. There's something. All right, we're hooked up again. I don't know what this is. Let's see. Oh, it's gonna be a little bait. What is that? Yeah, a little blue runner. Ooh. That's a good bait right there for pretty much anything out here. We're gonna throw them in the live well, pitch this bait to a bigger cobia, and hopefully they'll eat it. Well, it's a little bit later in the morning now. We fished that little buoy, didn't catch much for that little cobia and one little blue runner for bait. But we decided to head a little south-southwest down this way. We have a rig coming up behind us. It's about a mile in the distance still. And as we've been coming this way, the water has gradually been getting nicer and cleaner and more blue. So right now our visibility is real good. We dropped the bucktail down, and you can see that thing over 20 feet. So it's getting better. We saw some fish jumping out of the water. Probably bonita if I had to guess. That's what they looked like. But we dropped in the rods to troll to see if we could hook one for some bait or something. And yeah, we're gonna troll for probably about 2-3 more minutes, and then we're gonna reel up and head on to the rig and troll around that for some kings. I think there should be some out there. The water's looking real nice. Well, we're about to make our way to the other rig right there. We're getting closer. We've been trolling for about half a mile, and we came across this nice little line. Not a ton of seaweed, but there is some, and there's a couple little fish jumping in it, so we're gonna troll up and down it. We have a lot more seaweed coming this way. Maybe we'll see what we can run into. We've been catching a lot of little chicken dolphin out here, little mahi. So, hey, maybe we'll hook into one of those. That'd be pretty cool. Well, I just dropped a brand new jig down. Saw some fish swirl on it. Pretty sure it was Spanish mackerel or little kings. Cut me right off. They swirled on it real hard right here. We're gonna drop down another bait. Y'all, I don't know if y'all can see, but it's mahi down here mixed in with everything else. My brother's on the front. Unfortunately, they're eating the jig. Woo! Through the hook. Nolan just caught one right here, a little baby. I mean, there's 100 of them down here. They just chased my jig. I wish y'all could see. I'm just using a little white bucktail. Like I said a minute ago, they took my jig, which kind of sucks. It was a brand new jig. It was really cool looking too. I was excited, but there's one right there. They're coming for it. Watch, you can see them eat it. Oh, oh, they all want it. There's like 100 of them. We got one. Woo! Bunch of little guys, y'all. These are really not even worth keeping, but mahi do not have a size out here in the Gulf, so we can keep them. So we'll probably play with these guys for a little bit, see if we see any bigger ones. And then, yeah, I really want to find what cut me off, because I'm pretty sure it was a Spanish or a little king. But y'all check out how pretty this fish is. Probably the prettiest fish in the Gulf. Beautiful.
Look at that. Oh.
Watch out. Record the cobia?
Yep.
Yo, we have a big cobia swimming right here. Oh, guys, every time you need a rod, this is what happens. Every time, I promise you. So as you can see from right there, we had a cobia swim up to the boat. The goal for today was kingfish and cobia, and we had one come straight up to the edge of the boat from out under the seaweed while we were sitting there playing with those mahi. So I reached up, grabbed my big rod that I had rigged up for the cobia, just some fluorocarbon leader, a big circle hook, and I was gonna go and grab that blue runner, because earlier, that blue runner that I just caught, that y'all saw when we were out at the buoy a little bit before in the video, when I caught that thing, I told Nolan and my brother who were out there on the boat with me, I told them this is gonna be our perfect cobia bait. I said, this is exactly what we need. If we see one, we'll pitch this to it. So I had the bait ready, I had the rod rigged up, and whenever I grabbed the rod off the top, it was completely tangled with the other rod, and it took me like 5 minutes to get that thing untangled. I just started cutting lines and everything. By that time, the cobia had swam off and went back under the seaweed, and we never saw it again. I beat the water, we drove all around the seaweed, I threw my bait up under there, pitched the blue runner up under there, and never came back out. And it was a nice sized cobia. But unfortunately, that's just the way it goes sometimes. Y'all check it out, guys, on this seaweed line. Look at these 3 little baby triple tail coming towards us. That's pretty neat. We're just hoping that this cobia swims back around here, but we're playing with some mahi, triple tail right under the boat. They eat something? Now they're scared of the jig. Pretty cool. Hooked up once again, tons of just little baby mahi. I think this is the last one I'm gonna catch here. We saw one that might have been like 25 inches, but mainly they're all right at like this little 10 to 12 inch mark. We're gonna unhook him, we're gonna run to the rig. It is glass out here, flat calm. We're gonna go troll for some kingfish. Okay, well, we made it to the rig. We trolled around a few times, didn't hook into anything. I just threw a little bucktail down here and I got something. It's probably our blue runner. Oh no, wow. Spade fish. Didn't think I'd catch that. That's pretty cool. Get this kind of hook going back. You can see all the baits going crazy over there. I don't know what's under them, but tons of dolphins out here. The water's super blue, but nothing biting whenever we're trolling. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna move over to a different rig and see if we can find something else. There's about 2 or 3 in the area within a few miles of each other. Keep trolling, see if we can catch a king. We're on the troll here. There's a ton of bait on the side of the rig. We got bit finally, and now we're on. We made like 3 passes on the rig, and finally, we said this is our last one, let's try one more time. Went around, saw a bunch of bait. I just made the comment, there's no way there's not a fish under all the bait, and as soon as the line passed it, boom, on. Nice screaming run too. I don't know, guys, it feels kind of small. I had a screaming run, but it doesn't feel big anymore. Is it even on there? I cannot tell. No, it's on there. I feel a head shaking. What is that? Oh, it's a king. Kingfish. There we go, guys. Go check that out. Nice little kingfish. Nothing big. That's actually a keeper, but I went out last week and we caught a few of these. I have plenty of meat at home. I have like a whole container full of kingfish, smoked kingfish dip. So we're gonna pop the hooks out of this guy and let him go. But really cool. Here we go. Finally, it's like noon right now. Probably no, it's like 1 o'clock. We've been fishing all day and finally caught our first fish. First good fish. Let's go ahead and release him. Ah, he's gone. That's quick release. Let me show you what we're using here. This is just a Rapala Husky Mag 15-foot diver. This is what we caught them all on the other day, and then that's where that one came on. So that was, I believe we might have gotten hit earlier when we passed the rig, but we weren't 100% sure. So I think we're gonna troll back by and see if we can get hit again. Well, as you can see, finally we got to the kingfish after spending all day out there on the water, not hooking into anything really special. Finally made a troll to another rig, made a few laps around the rig. There was a lot of bait off to one side of it. We had a hit and then caught one. And then after we caught that one, we made a few more laps around the rig, had another screaming run. Unfortunately, we popped that fish off. We decided to give it, you know, maybe another 20 minutes to troll around, but that bait started to scatter out and we did not get bit anymore. So we started heading back to the boat ramp. We did stop at another rig on the way, but by the time we got to that rig, the water was just an absolute milky green again. Wasn't looking too good. But y'all can check out what we caught over there. Well, I'm hooked up on something good here on the white bucktail. I was just casting out, doing my one last cast before we headed back in. Something hit it. I don't know, that could be a bonita, but the water's not that nice out here. I don't know what that is. He's dogging me though. Staying down, digging down. It's like, I don't know if that's head shakes or tail beats. But we're about to see. Oh, dude, it's one of those spade fish. Yeah, it's a massive spade fish. Wow, that's cool. Well, I've been trying to figure out how to catch these things for a while now. We've came out here quite a few times. I was even watching videos on YouTube of people showing exactly how to target them with corks and little hooks and certain baits, but that's the second one I've caught today on a bucktail. Wow, that's a cool looking fish. Check that out. They fight super hard. Lots of little teeth in there. There we go though. Let's get a release. Well, it is actually a few days later. You can see we have some rain behind us. We've had some storms moving to the area and it's gonna be raining for the next couple days. We're probably not gonna be out fishing a lot, but hey, that was a fun day out on the water. Heading offshore, nice calm weather, nice clean water. It was hard to find, but finally about like 12 miles out, I think it was, we found a little color change, turned to nice blue. And then we found that weed line, caught some mahi on it, super small ones. I went out a couple months ago and we actually caught some mahi too, but they were all maybe about 20 to 25 inches. And the ones that we caught from that day were maybe what, 12 to 15 inches, super small, super tiny, but still fun to catch. Also, we saw a big cobia, did not get to catch it, unfortunately. Caught that baby cobia off of the little buoy and then caught the one kingfish trolling, missed another kingfish and ended it with that spade fish, which was actually my first one to ever catch. We always see them when we're out and we can never catch them, but it was really cool to finally be able to hook up on one. And let me tell you, they fight super hard. I was impressed. If you want to see a video where we go out there and purposely target spade fish, leave a comment down below. And if you're liking these offshore videos, also leave a comment down below for that and let me know if you want to see more of them. It's a huge change of pace from the typical wade fishing and bait fishing that we're used to doing. I told myself this summer, when the weather's good, if we can go offshore, we're heading off every single chance we get, because it is like a whole new world out there. A bunch of new experiences, super fun time, and just a bunch of new species that we can catch. I want to say thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. If you are, I thank you guys so very much. We just hit 15,000, so huge thank you guys for that. More to come. The goal is 20K by the end of summer. I think we can do it with y'all's help, so make sure to share the videos, tell your friends about it so everyone starts watching so we can keep growing. I appreciate you guys so very much, and until next time, peace.